Hello, how are you? Yeah, I hope you are doing well. Yeah, I wanted to share a schedule of activities which I will be doing in the next 2 days. That is Thursday and Friday and Saturday. I mean, yeah, I will be having guests here who will be discussing different topics. Yeah, the first guest who will be available on Thursday is called Evanson Kirangi. Is a teacher, high school, and we will be discussing about issues of education in Embu and in Kenya in general. We want to understand if Kenyans are scoring right or things are okay. So that is one of the person who will be coming here. It's called Evanson Kirangi. Kirangi is a high school teacher in Embu. So he is a friend of mine. We have known each other for long. Yeah, and he is quite vast on the issues of education, and that is why I've decided to invite him so that he can explain to us about the issues of education in Kenya, so that we can advise people, we can compare, and also we can contrast with what happens in other jurisdictions in other countries. Are we in the right track? So we need to analyze. Yeah, the next guest will come on Saturday. We have Sare Karista, the famous Embungai, who has written many novel, I think many poems and novels. This time around, there is one of his best-seller book. It's called "Betrayal of a Nun." It's a best-seller book. I've read it, not all of it, but at least I have seen the chronology of the information which you want people to know. Most of the time, writers write about our day-to-day life. Could be a character, could be politics, could be so many things. So I also welcome Mr. Sare here so that he can come and tell us the vision of that book. Why did he write it? What can we learn from it? Is it trying to discuss the issues of Kenya, the issues of Africa? What was the scope of observation when he was writing that book? It's not easy to write a book. That is why when people are discussing a book, is always important. Equally, he is a teacher at Kangaroo School. So I hope we will be able to learn from these two guests who I believe they will come here with a lot of vast information. And you can put a notification so that when we start, you can be able to be part of our stream that day, because we really appreciate what we are doing here to shape our nation, to shape our society, to give unfiltered details, and also for people to be able to react to different situations. So it's my honor that you people, you will be able to join our podcast during that time, and we will actually learn a lot from these different people. So there is a lot of information we can learn from our friends. And any person who listens to my podcast and you think you have unique information you can share with us, please feel free also to share with me. I can always give you a time here to come and we interrogate some of the things which you are doing. So there's a lot we can actually learn from each other. That's why we have this technology. I'm glad and hopeful that we will continue learning from each other, and we will be able to change our societies through dynamic thinking. In the 21st century, we now have what we call dynamic thinking. Dynamic thinking is where you have to keep on adapting to new changes of information because things are not remaining the same and everything is changing. Though we cannot quit our roots, but the truth of the matter is that there is a lot of dynamicity which is happening within our all spheres of life. So we have to learn, and we have to keep on adapting to new changes. We have changes in technology, we have changes in doing things. So there are so many things which have actually happened in our century. So this is one of the century. Actually, researchers are saying this century is the one which human race has changed so much. So we have so much which we can learn from each other. And let's meet on Thursday and on Saturday with those guests. Thank you. Enjoy.